Hey everyone, it's Miss Sote. So as I'm doing tutorials for all the other calculators that you might have bought, your TI-83 or your TI-84, I also wanted to do a tutorial for Desmos because I know that some of you don't want to buy calculators because they cost money and Desmos is free. And also we're going to be using Desmos a lot in class, so I feel like it's really helpful for you to kind of see a little tutorial on how it works. So if you look at my screen, you can see that I am at the website desmos.com/calculator. So if you go to desmos.com/calculator, it's going to take you to this nice screen here. And all that's going to happen that's going to be special for this specific situation is we're just going to type in a super quick and easy equation of a line. So I'm going to do like y equals -3x plus, let's do a weird one, 80. So if you notice, when I had +8, you could see my line. But when I have +80, all of a sudden my line disappears. And that's not saying that Desmos didn't graph this function. It's just showing that our window for this function is not big enough. So something cool that you can do, if you have a mouse, you can either forward scroll and zooms in really far, or you can backward scroll and that zooms out really far. And when you do that, you can obviously see that now our line shows up. Another thing you can do is you can click these plus or minus buttons that zoom in or zoom out. So I can do that, or I can do the plus to zoom in. And then there's a third option if you really want to be super precise about your window, which sometimes might be helpful. If you click this little wrench tool symbol, that goes to graph settings. And what's going to show up is a lot of different things, but we're just going to focus on this chunk right here. So if you want a grid, that's awesome. If you don't want a grid, you can unclick it. That's totally fine. And if you notice, we also have axis numbers. So if I unclick those, then it takes away my units, which we never want because we always want to show our axis. And then the minor grid lines are just kind of to help you show units a little bit more. So I would keep those on. I think they're really helpful. When you go down here to x-axis, something that I kind of want you to get in the habit of doing is adding a label for each of your axes. Because remember when we were talking about our graphs, we really want our graphs to be as detailed as possible. So if you have a word problem, maybe you change this to like minutes of running in seconds, or not seconds, in minutes. So minutes of running or something. But right now we're just going to keep it as y or x. Ooh, hello, Miss Sote. Okay, and then if you go here, you can also kind of edit your window. So like if I only want to see the x values -10 to 10, oh, that's fine, to 10, then I can set that. And now you can see -10 is the furthest left I can see, and +10 is the furthest right I can see. And then the step tells you how many units you want each square to be. So right now our step is going by twos because you can see it's going 0 to 2 to 4 to 6. So if I click this and I go to step, I can set it to go by ones. So that's an option. I kind of liked how it was going by twos earlier, so I might keep it like that. And then the y-axis, let's say I only want to go from 0 to 100. And again, my step, let's go by like 30s. As you can see, you have a lot of freedom to kind of play around with how you show your window on Desmos. And so it's going to become really important to be able to see important points. So like for this line, it's important to see the y-intercept and the x-intercept. So you got to make sure your window shows you enough information. And sometimes information might be hidden at further points in your graph. So it's always good to like zoom out a ton, get a general idea of something, and then zoom in more for the more specific things. So that's just a quick tutorial on Desmos. We'll be doing a few more tutorials throughout the year, but I just thought this was a nice, easy start to that. Have a great day.